Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with Stamp Creatively, and I have Country Flowers. In the catalog, it is one of those like mega bundles. So it has the birdhouse, country birdhouse, it has country flowers, it has embellishments, it has an embossing folder that's eyelets, it's got a dual ribbon, and it's got 2 sets of designer series paper. So I chose this down here and this DSP, and let me show you what I did. So I had a team event last week, and I wanted to show them something that I thought was kind of a fun fold. So we did this. I also loved stamping on the basic beige. So let me show you how I created this card. Not hard. I mean, how many of you guys, when you see a fun fold, you go, no? Well, this is a fun fold you can say yes to. And I'll tell you, after you do it with a group of people, you see every mistake that can be made, it was made. I'm sure I have my space cleaned off until I go to do this. Then I've put the paper on the wrong side. If I want to show you how to cut. Right. Okay, so I'm going to score up 4 1/4. And I marked this. I mean, I couldn't have painted it any darker, right? So I'm going to score up 4 1/4. And then I'm going to open back up my card just so I can double check. So now I'm going to cut from here to here. So I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to cut from that point to that point. And then I know it's going to close like this. Okay. This I'm going to save because this I'm going to stamp on. All right, so there's my cut. So one of the things that someone learned was they cut this way and had to use the other side. So you want to make sure that you lay this on top and then turn it so you know you want to cut from this corner to this corner. I mean, we always learn from someone else's mistakes. Well, we should. I mean, we don't always, I guess. So I'm going to crease this all down real good. Sometimes I like to go back and forth a couple of times to make sure I get a good, really break down those fibers. So this is the basic beige, okay? And my seal is right here. So I'm going to take this piece of designer series paper. I'm going to put it on here. And you can do it any way you want. I'm going to bump it up to that edge. So when I lay this piece down, I can line it up. Okay. So I'm going to put some seal on this one. And I'm going to line it up. And seal that down. I like it. Okay. Then I took a piece of the Misty Moonlight, folded it in half, scored it, and I'm going to seal it down. I want to position it kind of in the center of my card. Okay, I've got my designer series paper. I'm going to put it here on top. And this piece I want to put on the inside. So I'm going to take my basic beige. I'm going to put this cute little embellishment across the bottom. Not perfectly straight, but I wanted it to kind of mimic that out there. So I'm going to put this in here. I would have been better off just to twist it, and then I would have known it was going to be crooked. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to take this piece, and this is where I'm going to put my pot and flowers, my pail. So I'm going to put my pail up here. I'm going to put my flowers right here. And I wasn't sure when I designed this card if I was going to love using my blends on this, but I do. It came out, it colored really nicely. I mean, I don't know why I was expecting that it didn't, but it did. So I'm going to take this is a dark boho. I'm going to go over the bottom of the pail. Oh, I need to get the card. One of my team sent me a really cute card. And I've got a light boho. She used that same bundle. The card's so cute. I love doing swaps with my team. This is a dark granny apple because we all interpret something completely different. And so we can all see the same stamp and it all looks different to us, which I love. I have such talented team members and I love seeing what they create. So dark granny apple is my leaf. And then I have a light calypso. Do this big one. These are imaginary flowers. I don't know what they really are. It doesn't matter. They're beautiful. I'm a flower fan. I've got my dark daffodil. Put it in there. I'd order some new Calypso coral blends because they were all smashed. My friends at camp don't always use my blends the way I like my blends to be used. And this is dark flirty flamingo. I mean, right? Sometimes it's hard to share. I tell my grandkids all the time, sometimes it's really hard for me to share. And they always say, sharing's caring. You need to be sharing, Gimme. Like, I didn't say I'm not going to share. I just said sharing's hard. Because not everybody loves my things the way I love them. Okay, this has been murdered down here again. I swear I use the nub tip more than anything because I can get in those corners, I feel like, better than a messy brush tip. Again, sometimes sharing my things is hard. Okay, so I've colored my images. Now I'm going to take my mini boss. I mean, but look at that. Didn't that color well on that basic beige? The camera focused right as I moved. There you go. Just love the way it looked. I love my little fold-up machine. It comes in super handy. I'm going to put my pail through first. It's so pretty in Indiana today. Like, you never know what you're going to get this time of year, but it's beautiful. Okay, so now my pail's been cut out. I'm going to cut out my flowers. And this one, there's a couple of the new dies that I have to turn so many times to line them up. This is not one of them. I love. I just have to get it to stay. Okay. I know, use a Post-it note. I know all the things I need to do. I just don't always do it. Okay. I mean, I just love it on the beige. I'm going to do more on beige. That's for dang sure. Okay. So now I've got the basic beige ribbon. I'm going to tie it around. I always tie on the bolt. That way I'm not wasting any ribbon. Every piece is precious. So I'm tied it on the bolt. Now I'm going to use dimensionals for the pail. And the flowers. Love it. And then to, you know, put that little bit of bling on it that we like so much, I'm going to use the iridescent foil gems. I just thought they looked so pretty on this. Come on. Should have one on my pot, right? Ooh, flower center. All right, friends. Basic beige. Country flowers. Love it. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great day. We'll stamp again soon. Bye.